Hi everybody, it's Geordie from Geordie's Cards here for Pawsome Stamps today, and I'm very excited to be here with their new release products. And today I am using this gorgeous and such fun little stamp set. It's called Snail Mail, and obviously it's all about snails and postage. So here is the stamp set. I absolutely love this one. As soon as I saw it, I thought I had to have this one. It was so cute. So I'm going to be using this grumpy snail here because I think he's my absolute favourite, and then also the happy snail. So I have gone ahead and coloured and cut out all of my little images, and I have this kind of a slimline postage frame kind of die, which I thought worked rather nicely with my little snails here. And then I have a piece of cardstock which measures 2.5 by 7.5 inches. This is Bristol smooth cardstock, so I'm going to be doing some ink blending on it. And I decided to pull out a very bright shade here. I've got Distress Oxide and Picked Raspberry, and I'm going to go pretty heavy-handed all over the entire piece of cardstock here. I wanted a really nice bright background because I've gone for rather pastel colours, pastel shades in my main images, and I thought that this bright pop of pink would work really nicely, particularly in combination with that really dark kind of grey frame that I've gone for. So once I had inked all over that panel, I'm getting my little bit of water out here and I'm going to splatter all over and try and create some interesting texture on the background there. I decided I needed a bit more, so I'm squirting a bit more down there and picking it up, splattering it all over, and once I'm happy I will go ahead and pick up a piece of paper towel and just dab up all that moisture. So I like to leave it for a few seconds because it makes it activate, and you kind of get that real distressed look when you pick it up. So I decided I need a little bit more in that top right hand corner. It was looking a little bit bare, so I just added a few little more spots on here and there, and I'll do the same thing, pop my paper towel down on top, dab up any excess, and we should get it looking nice and good there. So I have gone ahead and attached those grass pieces down to the back of my frame, and now I'm just going to start assembling everything in place. So I have my little postage box here, my little mailbox, which is going to be kind of sitting in amongst that grass there in the far left piece of my panel, whatever you want to say. And I'm going to add that little stack of envelopes down there as well. The letterbox is overflowing. Obviously, we're a bit late for the birthday. We've missed it. So the envelope is the letterbox is overflowing with gifts and presents. Here is my grumpy snail. I just love him. I think he's just so cute and very expressive in his dislike there. And then the happy snail, he's going to go at the end there. And I do have one other little single letter and a little present as well, which I'm going to slot in around these two other snails just to fill in my space. That third piece in the kind of center there, that is where my sentiment is going to go. So I just wanted to make sure I had everything kind of glued down nicely first. And also wanted to give my inked blended panel a little bit of time to dry before I started trying to attach things down on top of it. But this is how it's going to look. And then my sentiment, which is going to come from that Snail Mail stamp set, which says Happy Belated Birthday, is going to go right there and fill in that bit of space. So once I'd kind of placed it down, I decided that I was going to go ahead and glue everything down. Now, this can be a little bit risky when you haven't stamped everything out. But I decided that it was flat enough that it would work. So I wasn't too worried about it not working. So I just used some liquid glue there to go all the way around the edge of my frame and over the images that I've already stuck down. And then I went ahead and attached my panel down on the back there. You can see it's not quite as big as the frame. It just fits in nicely in behind. So it was just a scrap piece of Bristol smooth cardstock that I had, and I thought I might as well use it up because it was going to fit. So once I'd done all that, I took it off to my stamping positioner, and I used my stamp positioner to help me line up my sentiment, which you'll see here in a second, and make sure that I get a nice crisp image when I stamp it down. So I'm just placing it in the bottom of my stamp positioner there, and popping my stamp in place. I'll use my magnets to hold it down, and then I will close the door and pick up that stamp. And I'm going to bring in some Versafine Onyx black ink here to stamp my sentiment out with. And I love this ink for stamping sentiments. It's nice and crisp. It gives a nice clear impression, and it's just perfect for these types of images or types of sentiments. And that is it. My panel is complete. I did go ahead and stamp out that "sorry I'm late" sentiment in the center along with my grumpy snail again, and it's all ready to go. I just have to attach my card panel down onto my card base. I used a kind of creamy colored card base for this today. I just decided, I did think about white, but I decided that this kind of cream color worked really nicely with the other colors that I had used. Kind of matches in slightly with those envelopes there that I've colored, and just stuck that down all flat, and that's it. Card done, ready to go. I hope you enjoyed this one today. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And please do subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you come back and join me again. Thank you so much for joining me today, and please do feel free to check out these other videos that I've left up here for you as well. Thanks so much to everyone. Take care.